Good day. So, punta na tayo sa applications on your differential calculus. Actually i-ano na natin, naibigay na natin yung um, unang mga applications ng differential calculus, which is the slope and the critical points. Okay? So, for that critical point, so let's dig deeper into that. So, that's your maxima and minima. So, for maxima, when we say maxima, that's the maximum or local maximum point. And for minima, that's your local minimum point. Okay? Ayan. So, paano nga ba tayo kumuha ng maxima and minima? Okay? Ayan. So, for the following steps are to be considered when solving a problem in maxima and minima. Okay? So, ang usually na hinaharap dito is yung shortest distance, shortest length. Okay? So, ano pa? Yung mga cost to be economical. Okay, so that's a form of a question in maxima minima. Okay, first is to draw a figure. So kung kakailanganin, so determine what or which quantity is maximized or minimized. Okay, so dapat tingnan natin sa problem kung ano yung ipapataasin or papababain. Then, pangatlo is to formulate equations or we are going to make a mathematical model at out of that um, conditions, mathematical model. Then, number four, reduce to one variable, then differentiate or equate to zero or we will use your Caltech Mode 7. Okay? Ayan. So, pero bago ito, okay, so ito kasing mga steps na to is just a generic type of your maxima minima. Okay? So, the good news is merong mga problems na derived na yung formula for the maxima and minima. Okay? But unfortunately, marami sila. Okay? Ayan. So, actually, we have 34 to be exact. Okay? So, yan. So, ito po yung kailangan nating i-memorize para hindi na tayo di-differentiate or magfo-formulate ng equations. Okay? So, we have number 1 to 5, 6, 7, 8. So, ito, nasa ano nyo to? Nasa module nyo to. So, tingnan nyo na lang or basahin nyo na lang mabuti. So I'll just give you some examples on paano nyo magagamit itong mga to. So in your problem set. So sige, let's move on to number 1. So problem number 1. So two vertical poles. One is 10 meters tall and the other is 15 meters tall. So ito 10 meters. Yung isa maliit, yung isa malaki. And they are 30 meters apart. So magkalayo sila ng 30 meters. So transmission wire will be anchored to a single point on the ground and run to the tops of the slope. So ano yung mga yon? Ito. Yan. So yan yung single wire na yan. So it will run to the tops of the post going to a single point on the ground. Okay? Ayan. So, at what position along the ground should the anchor be placed to use the shortest total length of wire? So, ano daw yung position na kailangan mong i-anchor yung wire natin para makagamit tayo ng shortest total length of wire. Okay? So, maraming possible na paraan dyan. So, pwedeng pa ganyan, pwedeng pa ganito, pero ang gusto natin yung pinaka-shortest, okay? So um let's try to examine this, okay? So for example, ito na yung shortest. Okay? So paano natin yan ma makukuha, okay? So by means of your formula, so meron ng derived dyan, so that's number 25 on your formula. So that's the location of a single stake at ground level to minimize the length of wire. Okay, so ang gagawin lang natin dito kapag ganito yung forma ng ating equation or ng ating problem, so ratio and proportion lang ito. Okay, so we will use ratio and proportion. So ano ko lang, no? Yung formula natin, location of single stake to minimize length of wire. Okay? So, ang mini-minimize natin dito is yung wire, okay? So, we will use ratio and proportion. So, ang gagawin lang natin, similar triangles. Okay? Ayan. So, if this is 30 meters, so hahatiin natin to into two parts. So, let's say this is X and the other one, so if this is X, therefore, yung kabilang side is 30 minus. Okay, so by similar triangles, so that is 10, itong 10, all over yung length natin dito sa baba, yung kanyang base, so that is X, is 2, 15, so that's the height of the other triangle, all over yung kanyang base, which is 30 minus X. So therefore, using shape solve na tayo. So this is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12. So 12 meters. So kung ang gagamitin natin dito is 10 meters pole, yung reference natin, so that will be 12 meters from the 10-meter pole. So how about sir, yung kabila, pwede rin po ba yun sir? Pwede. Okay, yung 30 minus x or yung 30 minus x which is equal to 30 minus 12 or this is equal to 30 minus 12. This is equal to 18. So 18 meters from dun sa kabilang pole which is 15-meter pole. Yan. So dalawa yung sagot dito, no? It's either 12 pero from the 10-meter pole or 18 meters from the 15-meter pole. So it's either 12 or 18. Depende na sa inyo yan. Okay, so punta na tayo sa number 2. So what is the maximum area of a triangle that can be inscribed in a ellipse? So meron daw tayong ellipse, so magpapasok daw tayo dito ng rectangle, okay? So pwedeng pa ganyan na rectangle, pwedeng pa ganyan na rectangle, pwedeng pa ganyan na rectangle. So maraming possible areas of a rectangle. Pero ang gusto kasi natin dito is to maximize, okay? Maximize the ellipse, okay? So ano yung pinakamalaking rectangle na ma-inscribe natin, okay? Ayan. So using your formula number 5 dito, so formula number 5, so which is the largest rectangle that can be inscribed in an ellipse. So ito siya, x is equal to a over square root of 2 and y that is equal to b over square root of 2 or meron tayong derived pa na formula dito. So let's call this as largest area of rectangle inscribed in an ellipse. So, para mabilisang input, so area ng rectangle is equal to 2AB. So, where your A is the semi-major axis and your B, this is equal to your semi-minor axis of your ellipse. Yan. So, paano natin kukunin yung A and B dyan? So, dito sa ating equation ng ellipse. So, this is now 4x squared plus 9y squared is equal to 36. So, divide both sides by 36 para makuha natin yung axis form. So, this is now equal to 4 over 36. That is x squared all over 9 plus 9 over 36, that is y squared all over 4, which is equal to 1. So therefore, makukuha natin yung a dito, which is equal to the square root of 9. And your b, this is equal to the square root of 4. So which is equal to 3 at saka 2. So ilalagay na natin siya dito. So therefore, the largest area of your rectangle inscribed in an ellipse is equal to 2 times 3 times 2. So which is equal to 12. So it's all up to you kung ito yung gagamitin ninyo or gagamitin nyo to. Okay? So pwede rin naman itong number 5. Kaya lang dito, magta-times 2 ka pa kasi ito yung x mo, ito yung y mo. So hanggang dito lang. Okay? So ito, isang salpakan na lang. So therefore, the answer is letter A. So next tayo, number 3. So the bottom of the picture is 3 meters. So ito no, yung picture natin. This is the picture. Siguro may nakadikit dito ng Mona Lisa. Ayan. The bottom of the picture is 3 meters and the top of the picture is 5 meters above the eye level of the viewer. So ito yung viewer natin. So ayan. So dito, 3 meters down from the eye level. Tapos yung top natin is 5 meters. So to see the picture at the widest vertical angle, how far should the viewer stand from the picture? So gaano daw kalayo si viewer na magsa-stand from the picture. Okay? So hanapin daw natin tong x na to. So gaano siya kalayo from the picture. Okay, so paano natin yan masasolve? Okay, so since ang gusto natin dito is yung distance niya, so this is under formula number 22. Okay, so this is what we call the best possible view of a picture or a clock, or this is the maximum viewing angle. Okay? So, ito yung formula natin dyan. So, best view means theta is maximize. Okay? Ayan. So, therefore, your x now here. So, x is the distance, vertical distance from the observer going to the picture, that is equal to square root of y1 times y2. So, wherein yung ating y1 natin dito, this is from the bottom of the picture to the eye level. So, ito yon yung y1. Then, yung ating y2, that's from the top of the picture going to the eye level. Okay? So, yan. So, maximum viewing angle. So, maximum viewing angle. So, yung ating x dito is equal to square root of y1 times y2. So, x now is equal to square root of 3 times square root of, or sorry, square root of 3 times 5. So therefore, this is equal to square root of 15. So this is letter D. Okay, number 4. What is the smallest possible volume of the cylinder? So when we say smallest possible volume, this is the minimum possible volume of a cylinder that fits perfectly inside the sphere. So nasa loob daw siya ng sphere with radius r. Okay? So with radius r. So ano daw yung magiging volume ng cylinder? Okay? So take note po, ano to no, minimize to no. So this is under formula number 34. So maximum volume of a right circular cylinder inscribed in a sphere of radius r. So take note po, kapag isa lang yung critical point, so take note lang no. So when it when we have only one critical point, so kapag isa lang yung critical point natin, so therefore, yung point na yon is a maximum or a minimum point. Pwede siyang maximum, pwede rin siyang minimum. Ganon kapag iisa lang yung critical point. Pero kapag dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima yung critical points natin, so may kanya-kanya siyang um, role doon. Okay? Pero kapag mag-isa lang siya, so that it can be either maximum or minimum point. So eto, pwede rin nating sabihin to na this is also your minimum volume. Okay? So the volume of your cylinder is equal to 4 over square root of 27 ng pi r cube. Okay? Or, so yung derived natin dito, so volume ng cylinder is equal to 1 over square root of 3 ng volume ng sphere. Okay? Ayan. So kung ifa-factor out natin yung volume ng sphere dito, so this is also 1 over square root of 3 multiplied by 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay? So this is also your volume ng cylinder. Okay? Ayan. So this is letter A. Next tayo, number 5. So you have 20 feet of fencing to enclose a rectangular area using two adjacent walls as boundaries. What is the maximum area that can be enclosed? Okay, so sabi ng problem natin, meron daw tayong um, fence dito na gagamitin para ma-enclose itong adjacent walls natin. Okay, perpendicular corners. So, ang gagawin lang natin, if-fence down natin yan, ito yon. Okay. So, what is the maximum area that can be enclosed? Okay, so yung ating perimeter dito na magagamit is 20 feet. Okay, ano daw yung maximum area na pwede natin ditong ma-enclose. Okay? So, paano yan? Okay, so dito wala yan sa lista ng mga formulas natin pero may na-derive na ako dyan. So, this is maximum area into perpendicular corners perpendicular corners or corner sides na lang sabihin natin is a square. So kapag meron tayong perpendicular corner at i-maximize natin yung area niyan, yung area na mapo-form natin dyan is a square. So therefore, yung ating perimeter dito na 20 feet, so since dalawa lang naman yung pwede natin gamitin dito, ito at saka to, so let's say this is x and this is x, okay? So therefore, this is only just 2x, okay? So yung perimeter natin is equal to 2 times x, which is equal to 20. So therefore, x now is equal to 20 over 2. So which is equal to 10. So therefore, kukunin na natin yung area. So maximum area now is equal to x squared kasi siya ay square. So this is now 10 squared and this is now equal to 100. And this is letter C. Okay, so let's have number 6. So a closed cylindrical tank must hold 11.3 cubic meters of volume. What diameter will result the least surface area? Ikot po ang gusto natin. Kukuha tayo ng diameter ng cylindrical tank that will result in the least surface area or minimum surface area. Okay? So, yan yung i-minimize natin. Okay? So, hanapin daw natin yung diameter para makakuha tayo ng minimum surface area. So, ano yaan dito sa ating listahan na formula? So, this is under number 28. 28 ba? Yes. Okay, number 28. So, minimum cost for a given volume. Okay, V. So, minimum cost if V is fixed. Ang ano dito, no? Reword ko na lang yung number 28 na formula natin. So, minimum cost if volume of cylinder is fixed. Okay? Fix yung volume. So therefore, yung ating R dito is equal to cube root of V all over 2 pi. Okay? So such that yung ating H dito ng cylinder is equal to 2R or H here is equal to your diameter. Okay? So this is under um, 28 pa rin tayo. So yan po para magkaroon ng minimum cost or minimum surface area. So therefore, yung ating formula dito, so for number 28 na formula, so that is R is equal to cube root of V all over 2 pi. Okay? So therefore, ano yung V natin dito? That is 11.3 cubic meters. So, direct substitution. So that is cube root of 11.3 all over 2 pi. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So cube root of 11.3 over 2 pi. So that is equal to 1.216 meters. Or kung kukunin natin si D, so that is equal to 2R. So twice lang natin yan. So 2 times 2.1 or 1.216. So times 2. That is equal to 2.432. And this is approximately letter C. Okay, so next, ano tayo, concept tayo. So let's move on to your formula number 20 and 21. So for your formula 20 and 21, so parang parehas lang yung formula natin dito. Okay? So as you can see, for formula number 20, so this is the length of the rigid beam. So ito yung rigid beam natin that can pass a perpendicular hallway. So ano yung perpendicular hallway natin? Ito. So yan. So length of the rigid beam that can pass a perpendicular hallway. So take note po yung formula natin dito. Medyo may pagka-error ito. So kasi ang formula dapat natin dyan is L raised to 2/3 is equal to A raised to 2/3 plus B raised to 2/3. Okay? So yan dapat yung formula natin dyan. So kaya hindi dapat to cube root. So it should be square root dito, pero dito raised to 3 naman yan. Okay? Ayan. So wherein yung ating A, that's your um, width or yung ating kung gaano ka um, kung gaano ka-wide yung ating hallway A at saka yung B natin kung gaano kalawak yung hallway B natin dito. So that is now L is equal to square root of the quantity A raised to 2/3 plus B raised to 2/3 the quantity raised to 3, or that is L raised to 2/3 is equal to A raised to 2/3 plus B raised to 2/3. Another, similarly, so parehas rin siya dito sa number 21 na formula natin. So minimum length of the ladder or the shortest length of the ladder or rod to be extended from the ground to a wall with an intervening fence. So meron daw tayo ditong fence and meron daw tayo ditong wall. Okay? Ayan. So, hanapin daw natin tong shortest ladder natin dito na pwedeng dadaan dyan sa fence at dyan sa wall. So, ito yung L na yan. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, medyo erroneous itong formula natin dito. It should be L raised to 2/3 is equal to A raised to 2/3 plus B raised to 2/3. Wherein yung ating A dito is your um, distance from the fence going to the wall. So, yan yung A. Then yung B natin, that's the height of the fence. Okay, ito yung B. So, kung maayon natin to, susundin natin siya dito. So, it should be L is equal to square root ulit ng the quantity A raised to 2/3 plus B raised to 2/3, the quantity raised to 3. So, ito yung correction sa ating listahan ng formulas. So, paki-take note. So, punta tayo sa number 7. So, a ladder is to reach over a fence. So, meron daw tayo ditong fence. Ito yun. So, that is 27/8 meters high. Okay, so yun yung ating D. 27/8 meters. And yung ating distance to a wall from the fence to a wall that is equal to A, that is equal to 8 meters. So, take note po, to a wall 8 meters behind the fence. Okay, sa likod ng fence. So, find the shortest ladder that may be used. Okay, so hanapin daw natin yung ladder dito na magagamit natin dito sa ating problem. Okay, so hanapin daw natin tong L. So using formula number 21, so minimum length or the shortest length of the ladder. So from formula number 21, so L now is equal to square root ng the quantity A raised to 2/3 plus B raised to 2/3, the quantity raised to 3. So therefore, this is now L is equal to square root ng A, which is 8 raised to 2 thirds, plus 27 over 8, the quantity raised to 2 thirds, the quantity cubed. So what's now your L equal to? So that's the square root of 8 raised to 2 thirds plus 27 over 8 raised to 2 thirds. The quantity raised to 3. So therefore, this is equal to 15.625. And this is letter A. So for problem number A, so eto hindi siya kasama sa mga formulas dito na na-derive. So we will use now here your um, maxima minima na formulas. Okay? So meron kasi mga problems na wala doon sa listahan ng ano natin, mga derived na formulas. Okay? So kaya ang gagawin natin dito is to follow the steps ni maxima minima. Okay? So sige, try natin number 8. So an isosceles triangle with equal sides of 20 centimeters has these sides variable equal angles with the base. So meron daw tayong isosceles triangle. So when we say isosceles triangle, so dalawang equal sides tayo dito. So let's say this is 20 meters or 20 cm. This is also 20 cm. So has these sides variable equal angles with the base. So ito yung ating equal angles. So let's call this as theta and this is theta. So take note po kapag parehas yung ano natin dito, sides, parehas rin yung angle dito. So ang mag-iiba lang dito is yung pangatlong angle dito sa may ano natin included. So ito, let's call this as alpha. Yan. So determine the maximum area attainable by the triangle. So natapos na natin i-drawing yung figure. So ano susunod na gagawin natin? So determine what or which quantity is to be maximized or minimized. So from the problem, so ang i-maximize natin is maximum area. So ma-maximize natin is yung area. So therefore, ang gagawin natin dito, since i-maximize natin yung area, magpo-formulate tayo ng equations out of that area. Okay, so from this figure, so pwede natin ma-formulate dito since may two sides tayo and an angle, so we will use SAS. Okay, so area now is equal to 1/2 multiplied by 20 times 20 times sine of alpha. So ito na yung mathematical model natin. So pagkatapos natin magawa yung mathematical model natin, so we will reduce the equation to one variable. So one variable naman na to. May alpha na tayo dyan. So, okay na tong number 4 natin. So, ang gagawin na lang natin dito is i-differentiate natin and i-equate natin sa 0. Okay? So, we will differentiate. Okay? So, derivative of area with respect to your angle alpha now is equal to 1/2 times 20 squared times derivative ng sine of alpha, that is cosine of alpha. Yan. So since ima-maximize natin yung area, yung derivative of area with respect to alpha is equal to 0. Kasi sabi nga natin, for a maximum or minimum point to occur, dapat yung derivative niya ay 0. So therefore, this is now 0, that is equal to 1/2 times 20 squared times cosine of alpha. Okay? Ngayon, ano natin to? Divide both sides natin by 20 over 2 squared. So, magkakancel lang to, no? So, ito, tsaka ito. So, magiging 0 na ulit yan. And this is now equal to cosine of alpha. But what is now your alpha? So, our cosine ng 0. So, our cosine ng 0 is, so, naka-degrees tayo. So, our cosine ng 0 is equal to 90 degrees. So, therefore, yung alpha mo daw dito is 90 para magka-maximum area tayo. So, therefore, dito, ang ating isosceles triangle dito is an isosceles right triangle. Okay? Isosceles right triangle siya. So, therefore, pag ganyan siya, no? So, ito 20. So, makukuha na ba natin yung maximum area dyan? Yes. Okay. So, therefore, the maximum area now is equal to 1/2 base times height. So, that is now 1/2 times 20 times 20. And this is now equal to, so 0.5 times 20 times 20, this is equal to 200 cm squared. So, this is now the maximum area. And this is letter C. So yan. So yan po kapag wala sa listahan ng maxima minima na formulas natin. So we will use the conventional way. So for number 9, so a triangle has sides XYZ. So such that their total length is fixed to 18 centimeters. So, yung total length ng XYZ na yan, it's the perimeter. So, fixed siya sa 18 centimeters. So, what is the maximum area this triangle can achieve? So, hanapin daw natin yung maximum area given that your perimeter is fixed. Okay? Ayan. So, paano natin yan kukunin? So, the good news is meron yan dito sa listahan ng ano natin, mga formulas natin. So this is under number 6. Okay? So largest area of a triangle with a given perimeter or so other name for given is fixed perimeter. Okay? So your A, B, and C magkakaparehas yan. And your P over 3, so this is equal to the lengths of your triangle. So meaning this is an equilateral triangle. So therefore, yung ating maximum area, so given the perimeter is fixed, is square root of 3 over 4 times S squared. Okay? Yan. Kasi nga equilateral triangle, yung ating mako-form given that your given perimeter or meron tayong fixed perimeter. So sige, kaya natin siya. So maximum area of a triangle with fixed perimeter is a or is an equilateral triangle. So therefore, x is equal to y is equal to z. That is equal to 18 over 3. And this is now equal to 6 centimeters. So therefore, makukuha natin yung area Maximum area is equal to square root of 3 over 4 times 6 squared. So therefore, this is now square root of 3 over 4 multiplied by 6 squared. This is 9 square root of 3, that is 15.588. Or that is letter A. Okay, next tayo. Number 10. So for number 10, wala naman to sa listahan ng ano natin, no? Maxima, minima. Okay? So I will solve this in two methods or two methods. First is the conventional way. Second is your Caltech. Okay? So mode 7 kapag siya ay Carse, then yung mode 6 naman kapag Canon. So this is under your table function. Ang ginagawa ng table function natin kasi dito kapag gagamit tayo ng Caltech is to um, tinikingnan natin yung trend na ginagawa natin ng mathematical model. So once na may mathematical model na tayo dito, i-input lang natin yung mathematical model na yan dun sa mode 7 or sa mode 6, dun sa table function natin. So kaya ang gagawin natin dito, yung first one, two, and three natin dito. So, generic yan. So, in both cases, whether it could be conventional way or in Caltech, okay, kapag gagamit ka na ng Caltech, so, titingnan mo na lang yung 10, then yung, ano dito, yung conventional way natin dito is magdi-differentiate ka. Okay? Ayan. Excuse me. So, punta na tayo sa number 10. So, a square zinc sheet measures 20 inches per side. So, ito 20. Ito 20. So, ito. So, is used to make up an open top box by cutting out equal squares at each corners and folding up the sides. So, magka-cut daw tayo dito ng squares na pare-parehas yung sukat at itataas natin yan. Okay, paganyan, 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 tapos paganyan. Okay, so it will form a box. Okay, na visualize niyo pa siya. Okay, ayan. So what is the greatest volume that this box can have? Okay, so ang gusto natin dito, greatest volume or yung pinakamalaking volume ng box na ma-formulate natin. Okay? Ayan. So, okay na tayo dito, no? Na ano natin yung figure natin, na drawing na natin. So, ayun natin yung kinat natin squares dito. So, let's call this as X. So, hindi natin alam kung ano yung mga kinat natin dito. Walang sinabi sa problem. Okay, so therefore, yung natira na lang natin dito is ito, tsaka to, yung portion na to, na siyang magiging height ng ating box. Okay, so this is now 20 minus 2x. This is also 20 minus 2x. Ayan. So, ang i-ano natin dito, sabi ng step 2 natin, so determine which quantity is maximize or minimize. So, ima-maximize daw natin yung volume. So, therefore, gagawa tayo ng equation ng volume. Okay? So, therefore, since box yung ma-form natin dito, so this is a parallelepiped or a rectangular prism. So ano po ba ang formula ng parallelepiped or rectangular prism. So V is equal to length times width times height, okay? So yung length natin dito is 20 minus 2x. Yung width natin dito is 20 minus 2x. And yung height ng box natin is yung kinat natin ng mga squares. So therefore, H is X, okay? So therefore, your V now is equal to 20 minus 2x times 20 minus 2x times x, or this is V is equal to 20 minus 2x, the quantity squared, times x. Yan. So this is now your mathematical model. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, once na may mathematical model na kayo, pwede nyo na yung i-mode 7 or mode 6 sa calculator niyo. So since ipapakita ko sa inyo yung yung conventional way, so sige, gawin natin siya. Gawin natin yung long cut nito, okay? Ayan. So kapag gagamitin natin yung conventional way, anong gagawin natin? So we will differentiate and equate to 0, okay? So, long cut. Differentiate natin to. So, dv dt or dv dx is equal to, okay, this is derivative of a product. So, that is now chain rule. So, u at saka v, ito, no? So, that is v du. So, that is x multiplied by chain rule. So, this is now 2 times 20 minus 2x raised to 2 minus 1. That is 1. Times the derivative of yung nasa loob. So this is now minus 2x plus, okay, udv. Okay, so this is now 20 minus 2x times derivative ng x natin with respect to x is 1. Okay? Ayan. So after which, so yung dv/dt natin or dv/dx is equal to 0 para makakuha tayo ng maximum maximum volume natin. So this is now 0 is equal to x times 2 times negative 2x. So this is negative 4x squared multiplied by 20 minus 2x plus 20 minus 2x, the quantity squared. Then we will solve for x. So dalawa yung x natin dito. So this is a quadratic equation. Okay, wait lang. Malayungan natin dito na. So ito, wala to. Okay? Ayan. So this is now 4x lang yan. So quadratic na ito. So yun ako lang. So this is now quadratic equation. So quadratic. So meron tayong two roots. So this is now 0 is equal to negative 4x multiplied by 20 minus 2x plus 20 minus 2x, the quantity squared. So shift solve, solve for x. Kung ang masasolve natin is 10. Kapag binabaan pa natin yan, isa pa, sa pang-root. So when x equal to 0, that is 3.333. Okay? Yan. So tingnan natin dito kung sino ang extraneous or hindi. Okay? So if x equal to 10, meron ba tayong volume na mabubuo, okay? So, V is equal to 20 minus 2x, the quantity squared times x. So, meron ba tayong volume dito? So, V is equal to 20 minus 2 times 10, the quantity squared times 10. So, this is 0, no? Check natin. So, 20 minus 2 times 10 squared, the quantity squared times 10. So this is now 0. So therefore, no volume. So meaning ito, erroneous ito. Extraneous. Meaning this is not applicable. How about yung isa? Okay? So if x is equal to 3.333, so what's now your volume? So this is now 20 minus 2 times 3.333, the quantity squared times 3.333. So what's now your V equal to? So 592.592. Okay. So 592.592 or 3 sabihin mo na. Ah, inches, no? Yeah. So letter C ang sagot. Sir, ayoko ng ganito. Sobrang haba, sir. Okay? So sabi ko nga sa inyo dito, once na meron na kayong mathematical model, pwede nyo na siyang i-mode 7 or mode 6. Okay, sa Canon. So, nasan sir yung mathematical model natin? Ma-formulate nyo lang ito, pwede na kayo mag-Caltech. Okay? So, ito. So, pwede na kayo mag-Caltech ito. So, using Caltech, so meron na tayong mathematical model. So, mode 7 ay Carse or saka Canon naman is mode 6. So, mode 7, triple siya, no? So, mode 6, mode 7 Carse, mode 6 sa Canon. Okay. So, meron tayong table form dito. Sir, may f of x na lumabas. Okay? Sir, ano po yung f of x na yan? So, using your mode 7, so ang gagawin lang natin dito is we will type the function or your mathematical model. So, kumbaga dito, titingnan lang natin yung pagtaas or pagbaba ng values natin. Yung f of x kasi natin dito, yan yung minamaximize natin or mini-minimize natin. So, it could be maximized or minimized. Okay, kaya tinitingnan natin yung pinakamataas na value or yung pinakamababang value ng f of x. Okay? So, set start value. So, dito, diskarte mode. So, when we say diskarte mode, kayo yung nagbibigay ng values dyan. So, magtatanong siya kung saan siya mag-start. Set and value. So, magtatanong siya ng end. Then, magtatanong siya ng step. Then, makikita nyo na yung trend. Okay? Sige. Sige. Try natin dito. So f of x natin, that's the v or volume. So this is now 20 minus 2x, the quantity squared times x. Okay. So mag-start tayo. So sabihin na lang natin mag-start tayo sa 0. Pero meron bang 0 na x doon sa cardboard natin? Wala. So arbitrary lang yan. Okay? So mag-e-end tayo saan? Sabihin natin sa 20. So mag-step tayo ng 1. So as you can see dito, yung x natin dito, yan yung height natin. Yung f of x natin dito, yan yung minamaximize natin na volume. Okay? So, ang titingnan lang natin dito is yung pagtaas ng trend. Okay? So, when x equal to 0, yung volume natin is 0. When x equal to 1, 322 yung 324 yung volume. When x equal to 2, 512 yung volume. When x equal to 3, 588 yung volume. When x equal to 4, 578. Then pababa ng pababa ng pababa. Okay? So as you can see dito, since gusto natin siyang ma-maximize, so meron ditong point of um, ano dito, okay? Meron siyang point na kung saan tumaas siya, then bumaba, okay? Because you can see, when x equal to 512, mababa pa lang siya dyan. When x equal to 3, 588, tumaas siya. When x equal to 4, bumaba ulit siya. So, ibig sabihin, nandito in between 3 and 4, yung ating, yung ating um, maximum volume. So, isulat ko lang dito na yung ginawa nating step. Okay, yung start natin is 0, end natin is 20, step natin is 1. Then we will look for the trend. Okay? Ayan. So, as you can see dito, no, 3 and 4. So, nandito yung maximum volume. Okay? So, therefore, ang gagawin ulit natin dito is that, so, paliitin yung step. Okay? So, press natin yung AC. Ayan. So, press natin ulit yung equals. So, magtatanong ulit siya ng start. Mag-start tayo sa 3. Kasi doon yung nag-start yung ano natin dito. Okay, mag-end tayo sa 4. Press natin equals. Step natin, so increment natin is 0.1 para maging 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, no, when x equal to 3, 588. Okay. So when x equal to 3.1, 590.36. Okay, tumaas siya. 3.2, 591.87. 3.3, 592.54. Then bumaba ulit. So as you can see dito, when x equal to 3.3, so yung volume natin is 592.54. So which is yun na yung sagot kasi yun na yung malapit sa answer natin. So ang ginagawa lang natin dito is ina-approximate natin yung maximum value ng volume. Okay? So that's letter C.